Well, hello and welcome to a wonderful atmosphere which will not be dampened by the steady rain overhead. It is a wet day, but this should be a wonderful game. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The national anthem of Argentina rings out. Now that was impressive. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, I'm not sure That words can do this fella justice, Peter. Lionel Messi is one of the all-time greats, that's for sure. A fantastic dribbler with a killer eye for a pass, and obviously a lethal finisher too. Everyone knows what he's capable of, but stopping him's a very different matter. This opposition defence will not be looking forward to this one, I can assure you.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Almada, and it's McAllister, and it's Rodrigo de Paul. Vargas, now it's Freuler. Granit Xhaka. Zakaria. And that's really well manoeuvred. Switzerland controlling the possession in this early phase. Goes back. Granit Xhaka. And it's Zakaria. And it's Xhaka. It's Freuler. Granit Xhaka. And it's Zakaria. To Granit Xhaka. And there's the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. De Paul. That's a lovely, neat pass. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Alvedi. Akanji. Zakaria. And it's Xhaka. Tries to play it through. Messi. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Now it's Messi. Played out towards the right wing. Almada. And he's managed to get free. Montiel. McAllister. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Granit Xhaka.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Here's Zakaria. Granit Xhaka. Freuler. Granit Xhaka. He won't be happy with that one. Almada. Now it's fun. Oh, shooting chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? That could spell trouble. Freuler! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he welcomed... And the shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Zakaria, a probing pass. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Akanji, all the way back. Granit Xhaka. And it's Zakaria. Alvedi. And it's Mbolo. Nicely spread. Engages and forces him off the ball. Tries to dink it through. Well read, and the danger is averted. Almada. And for the first half, that is that. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. The midway point of the game.
Switzerland really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now, stick at it, and eventually they'll get a break.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And so the action is resumed.
Switzerland clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Martinez and Fernandez. McAllister. Oh, good spread. De Paul. Freuler. He's a sharp little ball here. Argentina can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Granit Xhaka needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
Freuler. This is a promising build-up. Now that looks a decent ball. It's skewed away. Fernandez. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Lovely pass, but can he? And he's decided to go for it. And he has kept it out somehow.
Vargas really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Akanji. And it's Rodriguez. It's Freuler. He's having a hit! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Switzerland really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Fernandez. Vargas. Oh, he's having a go! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Fernandez. Almada. Looking for options for movement. And this is Messi. Messi! Deftly away.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Alvedi. Freuler. And it's Messi.
Argentina really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
That's an imaginative pass. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Now it's Martinez. McAllister. McAllister is flagged offside. Romero. Martinez. And it's Fernandez. Can he get on the end of this? And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Argentina are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Vargas. Ambitious ball here. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's going for goal! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Medina and Almada
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Now it's Sambolo.
There will be 1 minute
and the keeper's got it again. Martinez. Fernandez. And he's been shifted off it. They'll have to settle for that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. Well, good afternoon to you. We welcome you to a rainy day here. Damp, but potentially dramatic. A game which is charged and tense lies ahead of us. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter.
Freuler! Now, who's going to be first to this? Medina. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I've always been impressed with the intelligence and decision-making of this man, De Paul. Yes, you kind of expect that from an Argentinian playmaker, but he's such a key figure whether his team are building patiently or transitioning quickly. He's very adept at creating space, attracting markers and then turning away quickly. And I love those long clip balls he can get into deep positions.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Martinez. Fernandez. Romero calmly anticipates. Fernandez. De Paul.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, no joy this time.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Plays a sharp little ball here. He has found the way through. In by Messi. That's a decent clearance. That has not gone well. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Akanji. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. He's found the way through. De Paul. Martinez. Nicely spread. Incoming delivery.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Almada knocks it into space. Great chance! In he goes again. Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Lautaro Martinez.
Argentina are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Now it's Freuler. Here's a chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, sweet feet. He's shifting through the gears here. And there's the shot! It is a very, very good save.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Now it's Martinez. Martinez running with intent. And Martinez! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Oh, that's well spotted. Lobbed in behind. Embolo. Martinez gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Montiel gets over and intercepts. McAllister.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Looking for the run. Medina cuts out the pass.
Switzerland truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Ricardo Rodriguez. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
It's a really well-measured ball.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Messi. And here's Embolo. And it's Embolo. Knocks it out wide. Freuler. And here's Embolo. Embolo! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Fernandez. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Switzerland come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Switzerland really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Fernandez. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. What's going wide left? Almada is in a really good position out wide. Messi goes short. De Paul. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Great vision. Oh, that's been cut out. Well played. And here's Lautaro Martinez. So it's going to be another corner. Messi with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking to play him in. Oh, nicely intercepted. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Now it's Martinez. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Granit Xhaka. Oh, good spread. He's there to head it! No, not the best of headers.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Your impression? Oh, what a mistake! He'll try from distance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Can he get it through? Fernandez. And he's had it nicked away. He's going for goal! That is decidedly lacking.
Switzerland have obviously gone down this shooting route in the hope of exposing a flaw or two. I think the best thing they can do is just move to plan B.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. McAllister. Now it's Martinez. Freuler. Granit Xhaka. Now that looks a decent ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Akanji. Now it's Messi. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Embolo. Now it's Messi. Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Vargas.
Switzerland really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Martinez. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Almada, real chance here. Chance for a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Substitution in progress.
So we have further activity on the bench here. McAllister. And it's Messi. And Simeone. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Switzerland are running out of time and out of options.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
And this is Embolo. Played out to the left flank. And here's Xhaka. Stood up well to him there.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Kubel. Freuler. Now, can they get him away? And it's Xhaka.
Minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And a chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now it's Gonzalez. He's got away. Gonzalez. And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really... Well, hello and welcome to a wonderful atmosphere which will not be dampened by the steady rain overhead. It is a wet day, but this should be a wonderful game. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
So things are underway. Chance to deliver. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Montiel. Messi. That's going to go a long way. There's the delivery. Terrific effort! No, not the best of headers. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, I'm not sure that words can do this fella justice, Peter. Lionel Messi is one of the all-time greats, that's for sure. A fantastic dribbler, with a killer eye for a pass, and obviously a lethal finisher too. Everyone knows what he's capable of, but stopping him's a very different matter. This opposition defence will not be looking forward to this one, I can assure you.
I think the opposition defence agree too. And Messi! Denied by an instinctive save.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Messi stood his ground strongly. And it's Fernandez. And this is Messi. He has a look up. To Paul! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Argentina really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Now it's to Paul. Impressive jump! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Martinez.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Nicely shaped ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Montiel. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Switzerland are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Ricardo Rodriguez. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Spread it left. Not the most accurate pass. Alvedi. 15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Mbolo. Distributed tidily. That is good alertness. Now it's Messi.
Well, yet another intercept.
And Messi! Always going over the top. Messi! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Messi.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Now it's Freuler.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now that looks a decent ball. And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's played it. Decent chance! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's a sharp pass. Well read, and the danger is averted. McAllister. Now Martinez. A probing pass. It's played through for him. That is a brilliant interception. Freuler is sporting a guilty look after that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
That's it, 45 minutes up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Everyone, please
Switzerland
welcome the
go
two
in at
sides.
half-time with a game to chase.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible.
Oh, he's having a go! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Freuler. No luck with that dink over the top. McAllister. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Vargas. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Martinez. And this is Messi. Can he spark a counter here? Lisandro Martinez can get it clear. Montiel. Switzerland still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. And Almada aims beyond the defence. Martinez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Freuler. And it's Rodriguez. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
It's Freuler. Looking for a runner. And he's let fly.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Fernandez. Well, that is one way to stop him. Pass somewhat off target. McAllister. Played out to the left flank. Oh, played through for the wide man. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Foot in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Martinez. He's in a great position here. Oh, the ball's run loose here. De Paul gets a good foot in there. Freuler. No way through there. Just about up to 75 minutes. Akanji. It's Freuler. He's being urged to shoot. And the shot! And a truly agonising miss.
Well, you'd really expect him to hit the target from there.
Substitutions taking place.
Argentina choosing to make the first change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Freuler.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Engages and forces him off the ball. McAllister. Nicely weighted ball.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
And there's the shot! And that could have brought them level.
Substitution.
Argentina making further changes here and in quick succession. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Akanji cuts it out. That's an imaginative pass. And he welcomes it in. That's the keeper's ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Argentina really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out.
He'll try from distance! Mighty close.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
McAllister. Fernandez. Messi looking to add to his goal. Akanji wins the duel this time. Oh, super find. He's got away, goes for a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And the number on the board is 3. Looking for the run. He has found the way through. And he's there to belt it away. Vargas. That's that, the end. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it. A warm welcome to you all on this rainy afternoon to what we hope will be an enthralling encounter. They may be a little soggy, but the supporters are in good voice, and you can tell just how much this matters to them. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy. And Messi! And he nearly went all the way.
Messi just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge, and he'll rise to it.
And he's been shifted off it. Romero. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, I'm not sure that words can do this fella justice, Peter. Lionel Messi is one of the all-time greats, that's for sure.
Messi! Too close for comfort. Romero gathers from the goal kick. De Paul. Nicely aimed pass. McAllister. Now it's Martinez. That's a good ball out wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cleared without hesitation. And that's been drilled in. And it's been hooked away. Granit Xhaka. Now it's Mbolo. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note? Decent chance! And that is quite wonderful! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And Switzerland take the lead. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Struck with genuine ferocity. The ball was there at a nice height, and he was able to hit it with great control as well.
Argentina finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Goes looking wide. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
That appeared to be an...
Shot a goal! Glorious! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Switzerland are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Granit Xhaka. Now it's Mbolo. It's a really well-measured ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. In with the challenge. Applies the finish! Frustratingly close. Looking here to chip it through. Pass is just off target. Almada. And Fernandes. Nicely spread. Now it's to Paul. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Messi. So no... He's had a shot! And yes, it's there!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
The goal scorer for Argentina after 29 minutes is number 10, Messi.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And it's Messi. Half an hour played now. Now it's Mbolo. Romero. Now it's Martinez. Spread to the right. He is through here. Big chance! And he's there to belt it away. And here's Lautaro Martinez. And Martinez! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And here's Lautaro Martinez. And this is Messi. On net, Messi! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Granit Xhaka. Freuler gets a foot in here. And he's intervened well there. Switzerland heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Montiel is there to clear. Can he get on the end of it? And the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Almada. Fernandes. Now it's Mbolo. Medina kept his eye on it, and he's there. Played out wide. And it's Rodriguez. Mbolo. McAllister. That's a lovely, neat pass.
There they go, hunting again.
Played into space. Lisandro Martinez gets over and intercepts. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals.
try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Switzerland are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. The second half is up and he's having a pop! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Looking for options for move. It's a bolo! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Medina. Now who's going to be first to this? Romero. And it's Fernandez. Distributed tidily. Messi. And he's managed to get free. Akanji, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Opts for safety. Now he's got space here. Oh, nicely intercepted. McAllister.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Into the channel. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Embolo being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and the creator-in-chief is unsurprisingly being treated as a special case now.
Takes on his marker. Elvedi simply refused to be outdone there. McAllister. And Fernandez. Romero played out towards the right wing. He's got away. Now the header! He's got a goal! Argentina are level. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Number 22, Lautaro Martinez.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
It's a promising position. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Granit Xhaka. Freuler.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He shifted it to the flank. Romero does really well to win the ball there. Martinez to McAllister. Medina. And Almada. Now it's Messi. Can he get it through? Done delicately. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. 75 minutes played. Now it's Fernandez. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, Mada! In he goes again.
Substitution.
Argentina can now introduce the first of their substitutes. McAllister. McAllister puts them all in. Defending of the desperate variety.
Argentina.
Can he finish? Goal! Argentina! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Vargas. That'll be a throw. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
McAllister. Tagliafico. That is ended up in no man's land. No luck with that dink over the top. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Embolo. Romero calmly anticipates. Fernandez. And it's McAllister. Looking to play him in. Oh, no joy this time.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Simeone can get it clear. It's a searching pass.
There will be 3 minutes at a
And
time.
it's hoisted clear. Freuler has created one goal already. McAllister. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
Yeah.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Switzerland pleasingly clever on the ball. They had them. Well, the rain has put a bit of a dampener on proceedings here, but this intriguing matchup should improve everybody's mood. Both teams will be looking to give their sodden supporters something to cheer about. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and
Here's a chance! Oh, what has happened here? Now it's Vargas. Tries to get it clear. Medina. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
well, Peter, modern centre-backs are judged on their ability to defend. But this guy, Christian Romero, is a player who excels up front too. He loves every opportunity to make a forward run. And even when it comes to set pieces, he's
had a shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Granit Xhaka. And it's Xhaka. Ambitious ball here. And it's made its way to... Shot, surely! And a neat finish. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Switzerland, after 14 minutes, is
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
So they have it all to do again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And here's Messi.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Looking for options for move. Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post. Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He looked so composed until the moment he pulled the trigger. I still think he can't believe he didn't put it away.
Romero. Fernandez. Almada gets into a good position. He has found a way through. Xhaka did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Montiel. De Paul. Now it's Martinez. Spread to the right. Now it's De Paul. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, that's a key interception. McAllister. Now Romero. Fernandez. And here's Embolo. Oh, he's having a go! He's got away with one there. Montiel. For De Paul. And that has been cleared. Granit Xhaka is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
So what can they make of this? Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And he thumps it clear. Now it's Messi. McAllister. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Kobel claims comfortably. Granit Xhaka. Now it's Martinez. Almada driving. Almada! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Alvedi. McAllister gets a good foot in there. Now it's Vargas, and that is a little undercooked. Couldn't squeeze it through. Great vision. Now it's Messi. Played out towards the right wing. Embolo.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
De Paul. Now it's Martinez. Tries to thread one through. Almada has it in a wide position. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Switzerland are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. Back on the way then. And that pass just didn't quite work. Fernandez. Medina. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Martinez. Plays it across. And it's lofted through here. Akanji. It's a pretty loose pass. Great ball, and he's in, and the shot! Big moment, massive goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
The goal scorer for Argentina.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Argentina have their lead. Freuler. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Embolo. McAllister. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Plays a sharp little ball here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Rodriguez defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Messi. Looking to play him in. Well, the defence... Oh, he's on his own! And he shot a goal! And yes, it's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
After 63
Well,
minutes.
how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Can he get on the end of this? Nicely shaped ball. Lisandro Martinez calmly anticipates. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the finish! And he should have made them pay.
Well, that comes down as wasteful again. The pass broke the line, and the finish, I think, broke a few hearts.
Granit Xhaka. That pass has been well intercepted. Martinez. It's a really well-measured ball. It's a promising position. Martinez breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Almada. And it's McAllister.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
It's a goal kick. Argentina choosing to make the first change.
Substitutions taking place.
Granit Xhaka. Granit Xhaka looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and the creator-in-chief is unsurprisingly being treated as a special case now. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Just the keeper in his way. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Switzerland have themselves a chance from the spot. And no surprise, that's a booking. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
Can he? Will he? Off the post!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Argentina making further changes here and in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
That's an imaginative pass. That's a nicely shaped ball. Martinez gets his hands on it and the danger is averted.
Switzerland really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this...
It's a bolo! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Mbolo has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Now it's Messi. Romero spots it and intercepts. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Knocks it into space. It's a sweeping cross. Chance for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And he's heaved it away.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide. And it's Rodriguez. Just about within shooting range. And that's it. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Well, the rain has put a bit of a dampener on proceedings here, but this intriguing matchup should improve everybody's mood. Both teams will be looking to give their sodden supporters something to cheer about.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
So things are underway. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Almada.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress.
And he's worked it through. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Distributed tidily. The pull
Has it out wide and in space.
and he can thump it away. Picked out brilliantly. Decent chance! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Switzerland are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Alvedi. This is a promising build-up. It's anyone's ball now.
Mbolo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He leaps for it! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Number 24, Fernandez.
Argentina have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Mbolo!
A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Can he get it through? Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And it's Zakaria. Knocks it into space.
It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick.
Fernandez looking understandably energised after his goal. Vargas played out towards the right wing. Almada. Freuler calmly anticipates. Martinez. And Almada. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And he's chosen to go back. He came in hard, very hard. Ricardo Rodriguez. Medina tries to clear. Nicked it back promptly.
Switzerland certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
That's a cute ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Now it's Messi. Just eases him off the ball.
Argentina couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
He's had a shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Oh, he's done so well then. Almost the perfect link-up. There was a split second there for the perfect finish too. Shame he didn't take it.
Now it's Messi. And Messi! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Granit Xhaka.
There will be 1 minute at a
Ricardo
time.
Rodriguez. Now he's got space here. Lisandro Martinez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Vargas. And the referee has signalled for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
And a quick reminder today,
Switzerland trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Please use parking provided by
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And we are back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Montiel. Now it's Messi. Looking for options for movement. He is through here. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Mbolo, that has been slung wide. He's got away. Shoots! It's bounced back off the post.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Freuler. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Now it's Freuler. Oh, they could be caught out here. And he's managed to get free. Fernandez. De Paul. Martinez. And that's really well manoeuvred. Spread out to the left. Pass somewhat off target. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Mbolo. Great vision. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their...
And the shot! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
McAllister. Romero. And it's McAllister. And Fernandez. De Paul has created one goal already. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vargas. Strong running down that left flank. Plays a sharp little ball here. And a shot! And yes, it's there! Switzerland are all square. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Switzerland are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he's found a way past. McAllister. Fernandez. Goes looking wide. Now it's Martinez. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Fernandez. Oh, shooting chance! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, that's well spotted. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Freuler. Nice-looking ball. And he's intervened well there. Fernandez. And it's McAllister. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. But that has not gone well. Montiel. Now that's well seen too. Fernandez. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. He's in a great position here. And he shoots! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Fernandez. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Embolo! Fantastic from Embolo! He's got himself an absolute peach. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Goal score for Switzerland after 82
And
minutes.
that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Tagliafico. Now it's Vargas. He'll try from distance. Oh, cracking effort.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
McAllister.
very much into the last knockings. That has ended up in no man's land.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Now it's Vargas.
There will be 3 minutes added.
Tries one from range. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Martinez. Now it's Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Freuler. Spread it left. Gonzalez. Argentina are looking to break at pace. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Switzerland have won it by sheer force of character. A warm welcome to you all on this rainy afternoon to what we hope will be an enthralling encounter. They may be a little soggy, but the supporters are in good voice, and you can tell just how much this matters to them.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Goes for the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Granit Xhaka really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Switzerland with the corner, they're first. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. It's their second corner of the game. Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, this looks sharp. Aimed beyond the defence. Montiel receives it in a wide position. Now it's the great chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
De Paul actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And it's been taken short. That's terrific effort! Harmlessly behind.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
And Martinez! Fantastic from Martinez!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Alvedi. Here's Zakaria. Some good work on the right flank here. Out again for a throw-in. That's an imaginative pass. Well, there's the clearance. Now it's Vargas.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Embolo.
Not the most accurate pass. De Paul.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
De Paul. Fernandez. He shifted it to the flank. Space for him to turn and look. He is through here. And the shot! Freuler. Oh, good-looking ball. Medina promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Martinez. This looks promising.
Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Nicely worked. Embolo! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Switzerland certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
McAllister. And Almada. Martinez receives it in a good position here. He's in a good chance for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
We're talking fine margins, very fine margins.
Fernandez turns back here, probably the best option. That has been slung wide. Now that looks a decent ball. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Messi. Akanji does really well to win the ball there. And here's Embolo. He's going for goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. Martinez breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tries to play it through. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, what a ball! Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! Switzerland are all square. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Is number 7, Real Embolo.
Switzerland restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He's picked his way through. That is lovely. He's in a great position here. Great ball, and he's in here. Embolo. Nicely spread. Now that's well seen too. Played into space.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Almada. Well, now here's a good battle. Bicep to... And Messi! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Fernandez picks it up from the goal kick. It's a pretty loose pass. Played out to the left flank.
The pass is intercepted.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Montiel. Martinez. Now it's Messi. Showing. Takes the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Please welcome everyone.
So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. So straight into the second half. And the finish! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Now it's Martinez. Almada. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Chance! And in he goes again. Oh, that wasn't far away. Granit Xhaka. And it's Rodriguez. Fernandez. Montiel. De Paul.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
And it's Rodrigo De Paul. That's a good ball out wide.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Akanji deals with that comfortably. Vargas. Well, that pass isn't the best. De Paul to McAllister. It's a really well-measured ball. Montiel. Oh, he's played it in low. Oh, well played. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Freuler. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Switzerland clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Ricardo Rodriguez. And it's Xhaka. Lovely pass, but can he get... He'll try from distance! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Freuler, who does have an assist to his name. Vargas. Rodriguez looking to receive it in space. Martinez. It's not an especially good pass, that. To McAllister. Fernandez. Knocks it into space. Cleared away. McAllister. And he goes cross-field. And it's Rodrigo De Paul. Vargas. Now it's Vargas. Vargas ploughing through the middle. He's having a pop! A real chance and a real let-off.
Switzerland really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Not the most convincing of passes. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Freuler. Now he's got space here. Decent chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Now it's Mbolo. That's been slipped through. Oh, well played, well played.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He might be in here! Switzerland can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now it's Messi, and he's been shifted off it. Now it's Mbolo, tries to pass it through, and the through ball. Tagliafico. Gonzalez. Now it's Messi. Aim forwards. Freuler. That's Vargas. Now it's Mbolo.
Mbolo! It's off target and by quite a way.
Fernandez. Now it's Messi. And he's got the beating of his man.
There will be 1 minute at a
1
time.
minute to add, according to the board. A probing pass. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, he's having a go! And that's it. They will have to shake on that. A good watch, more than a good watch, actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. A warm welcome to you all on this rainy afternoon to what we hope will be an enthralling encounter. They may be a little soggy, but the supporters are in good voice, and you can tell just how much this matters to them.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous. It is. He's going for goal! It's hit the upright. Well, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he doesn't half hit a clean strike. The moment he was in that position, you knew he was going to smash it.
McAllister.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I'm going to highlight somebody with special talents, maybe a special mentality, and it's this guy, Emi Martinez. As a goalkeeper, he is just a...
He's having a pop! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Switzerland certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Romero. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
And here's Mbolo. And this is...
There's the shot! And for a moment, time stood still. Deftly away. De Paul. Nicely weighted ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. It's a pretty loose pass.
Still goalless at the moment. Oh, good spread. De Paul has the space to scheme. He's shifting through the gears here. And a chance! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Argentina are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Chance, surely! Off the post! Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Shapes to shoot! De Paul.
Switzerland really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Embolo. And the finish! Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. De Paul. That's a good ball out wide. Tries to play it through. Martinez comes out and deals with it. And that has left him in a heap. And here's Embolo. He's having a hit! No, just not quite.
Embolo really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank one from there, but there are other options, you know.
Almada. That'll be a throw. And that's definitely not his best. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Messi. He's under a lot of pressure there. Oh, nicely intercepted. And there's a searching pass. Romero. And Medina. Almada. Xhaka wins the duel this time. Vargas. And here's Embolo. It's Embolo! He's got away with one there.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then. Switzerland truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
He's picked his way. He's having a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's McAllister. And here's Martinez! Nearly, but not quite.
Martinez just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Looking for a runner. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Almada. Referee's given a throw.
2
Freuler.
minutes has been indicated.
We are into overtime. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Great vision. And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Switzerland unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. It's a bolo! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Header comes in! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Almada. And here's Embolo. Embolo! And that's a sharp finish. They have come roaring back.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Switzerland are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Switzerland restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Pinches it off him. Plays a sharp little ball here. Good chance here! Martinez. Now it's Martinez. Nicely spread. De Paul. He is through here. Oh, lovely bit of skill. It's a goal kick. Granit Xhaka. Embolo being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Messi. Real chance! Goal! Argentina! And again they hit the front.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Number 10, Messi.
Argentina leading now. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Romero gets over and intercepts. Freuler. Oh, cracking ball.
Switzerland really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Vargas. And there's the shot!
Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, okay, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Substitution.
Argentina can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Well, that has not gone well. And the shot! And a neat finish! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
67 minutes is number 7.
An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting cut out like that.
And now he has two. Switzerland drag themselves back again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. Oh, he's having a go! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He has found the way. Decent chance! Goal, Switzerland! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Skip. And the shot! And that's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The goal scorer for Argentina.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. And now the breakaway. Tagliafico. He's got away. Tagliafico drives forward on the overlap.
That's good defensive concentration.
Played out wide. Almada. Elvedi does well to get it back. McAllister. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Argentina really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Nice looking ball. And it's Rodrigo de Paul.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Rodriguez gets a foot in here. And Bolo. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Now it's Martinez. Now it's Messi. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Looking to play him in. And he's being shifted off it.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Martinez.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Martinez. Now it's Messi. Now it's Freuler. He's in a great position. Tries one from range. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Vargas deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Almada spread out to the left. And he's managed to get free. Stood up well to him there. Argentina are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Not the most accurate pass. And it's Fernandez. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Nicely worked.
Well timed, excellent interception.
So that's it. It is all over.
What a game, a contest of... Well, good afternoon to you. We welcome you to a rainy day here. Damp, but potentially dramatic. A game which is charged and tense lies ahead of us.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Oh, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business...
And Messi! It's bounced back off the post.
And needless to say, that deserved better.
Messi deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Threads one in. Lisandro Martinez promptly onto that. And oh, he's on his own! Oh, just skips past his man. Montiel. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was... He's going for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That's a throw. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I'm going to highlight somebody with special talents, maybe a special mentality, and it's this guy, Emi Martinez. As a goalkeeper, he is just a big presence. He's a big strength in the team, and we know...
And the finish! Goal! Switzerland! And Switzerland take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Switzerland are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Argentina finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Montiel. First quarter of an hour gone. And it's Messi. Almada is onto this. And the ball is out of play. Freuler. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Martinez. McAllister. Spread out to the left. Messi. Goes for goal! Rising over the bar.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
Granit Xhaka. Alvedi. Pass somewhat off target. Out for a throw. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Akanji. Freuler. Tries to pass it through. Oh, no joy this time. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Alvedi. And it's Xhaka. Goes for the shot! Magnificent from Xhaka! A finish of true class! And this is getting better and better.
The goal scorer for Switzerland.
He
After
made it
27
happen,
minutes is
squeezed through with
number
sheer
10.
will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
Well, sometimes you can see it coming a mile off, yet because of the timing of both the run and the pass, it can be hard to stop. Always next time.
Martinez. And Medina. Almada. Xhaka did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. A probing pass. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Vargas. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Montiel. De Paul. He is through here. That ball looks a good one. He's picked his way through. Now the ball, and he shoots! And he hits the net. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Number 22, Lautaro Martinez.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Pass is just off target. De Paul. Distributed tidily. McAllister. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Martinez. And it's Xhaka.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Embolo.
Embolo!
He doesn't look too happy with that.
I don't think anyone's really surprised that he's tried that, Peter. He's certainly confident in smacking one from range.
And we've reached half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time.
And if you
No,
do have
well,
a
the
chance
pickings
today, please
certainly
take some
have
time
been
out
rich
to
in
give
this
your
first
support
half.
to our
Well,
best
it's a lead
stadium
that's by no
Everyone,
means
please
convincing.
welcome to
The
the
manager
field
can't
our
go
players.
too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Switzerland leading, but only just 2 on the scoreline. And so the action is resumed. He'll try from distance!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Fernandez picks it up from the goal kick. Alvedi. Akanji. Alvedi. Short changes him with that pass. And Messi! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
The goal scorer for Argentina.
A
after
truly
51
wicked
minutes
strike,
is
nigh on
number
perfection.
10.
Well, it's one of those,
Messi.
Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Nice looking ball. Space for him to turn and look. No way through, so back it comes. Messi. Knocks it into space. He's in plenty of space here. Can he finish? Goal! Argentina! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Lautaro Martinez.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Chance! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Switzerland needing a change of fortune here. Martinez getting this one clear. Granit Xhaka under intense pressure.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
Decent chance! And how good was that? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Oh, nicely intercepted. McAllister. Montiel. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Vargas. Oh, that's clever. Granit Xhaka. That is a brilliant interception. Almada.
A heavy challenge.
Zakaria. Xhaka really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And that's clear cut. It's a free kick.
Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Fernandez. Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's intervened well there. Now, he's got space here. Well, that has not gone well. Martinez. Turns back here, probably the best option. Now Romero. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Oh, there's a probing ball. Lisandro Martinez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Freuler charging forward. He's having a hit! And for a moment, time stood still. And we have our very first corner.
Embolo!
Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Freuler. Now it's Vargas. Here's a chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. So here comes a substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Good chance here! Oh, that's a waste.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders.
Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option. Argentina really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
That's where it came from. Oh, that was vital.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And he was quick to react. Couldn't squeeze it through. Gonzalez. And he stands tall, impenetrable.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Fernandez, 2 assists to his credit already. And it's Messi.
There will be
Oh, that's a
5
foul in a
minutes added
dangerous
time.
area. He knows what's coming, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, the protest continues, but in the end, they are defending the indefensible. Well, they are now a 9-man team. Messi! Oh, that could be pivotal! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it.
That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Number
Well, he made
10.
it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
And yes, it's him again. Argentina look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question: how long is there left, including stoppages?
Martinez. He's had a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Fernandez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Messi with the short one. Fernandez. And the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Messi goes short.
Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty.
Switzerland may have thrown this away at the death.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice
Substitution.
there, although he's paid for it.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it.
A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for
The goal
quite a
scorer
comfortable
for
finish.
Argentina.
Number 10.
And there was his
Messi.
third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
And that's it.
Switzerland played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
Glad to inform you that today's match
I
day
think we're just
programmes
about out
are
of time,
available
so
from
many
stands
thanks to Jim,
located
and
by
a
the
very
gates.
good afternoon to you.
I'm sure they will make
Well, good afternoon to you. We welcome you to a rainy day here, damp but potentially dramatic. A game which is charged and tense lies ahead of us.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim,
Well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity, in conviction, in tempo even. And that's not a bad thing.
So straight into the action. Over to the right flank.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
There's the shot! Oh, it rattles the bar! Freuler. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
I've always been impressed with Lautaro Martinez, Peter. We all know how good a finisher he is. But he's proved himself to be a more than reasonable outlet. If needed, he can play with his back to goal.
He's having a pop! He's done very well to get to that.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
First quarter of an hour gone. And he welcomes it in. That's good play. Chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Switzerland with the corner, they're first. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Thinks, and a chance! Goal, Switzerland! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
the goal scorer for Switzerland, a
Number 6, Zakaria.
Switzerland have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Oh, they can break here.
And he was quick to react. Martinez. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Mbolo. Aimed beyond the defence. That is a brilliant interception. No way through. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Freuler is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. Xhaka is having a shot! Magnificent from Xhaka! A finish of true class! And they're threatening to fly away here. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Just eases him off the ball. That is good alertness. Switzerland have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. That's an imaginative pass. Pass somewhat off target. Montiel. Fernandez.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Decent chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. Big chance! Keeper's not concerned by that. Fernandez. Not the most accurate pass. Martinez. Now it's Martinez. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Mbolo. Switzerland heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Akanji. Out towards the flank. Can he get on the end of this? Almada. And Fernandez. It's a Mbolo! And for a moment, time stood still.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Defending was strong and good chance here! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Threads one in.
2 added minutes
He's
have been
quick to return it. And now they can clear their lines. Freuler.
And the shot! Yes!
With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Switzerland, and that is all they have time for. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they want to keep things that way.
Switzerland are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. Back on the way then. Oh, easy pickings there. Played out towards the right wing. De Paul providing an outlet on that flank. Romero gets across to intercept that. Oh, good climb! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And that's another good win of the ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Switzerland clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Almada, quality ball. And that's going wide left. Freuler. Granit Xhaka does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Martinez. Switzerland can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Lisandro Martinez cuts it out. Fernandez receives it in a good position here. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Freuler, done delicately. De Paul.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Freuler. Messi. Freuler. Lovely ball, and the shot! And it's in! Just cruising! They are cruising! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
And look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Argentina can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Substitutions taking place.
Switzerland are having a ball here. McAllister. Great vision. And this is him. He's having a hit!
And he steered it beyond the post.
Switzerland certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
McAllister and Simeone, just about up to 75 minutes, and he cuts out the supply. And here's Embolo.
Embolo!
Switzerland get their fourth corner. Romero getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. It's a searching pass. Messi. Fernandez. Now it's Martinez. And it's Xhaka. Spread out to the left. Gonzalez. He is through here. Oh, he's played. Simeone! It's in! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
After 82 minutes.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Argentina get their goal, a bit of respectability restored. Fernandez, that is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Gonzalez, he's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Pass is just off target. He's had it taken off him.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Argentina have the chance to go the other way. That has been cut short. Now it's Embolo. Now that's well seen too. Gonzalez. Martinez. Now it's Messi. It's a really well-measured ball. He's picked his way through. And he shoots! And that's in! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Scorer for Argentina, number 17, Giuliano Simeone.
Argentina may be down, but not out just yet. Tagliafico kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
And there goes the final whistle.
Switzerland can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner. Granit Xhaka picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Switzerland definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye.
Hello everybody, and this is a quick reminder to let you know that you'll be able to catch today's match broadcast live on our club's
France going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again: who is going to come out on top this time? Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to... Real chance! No, he's missed it. Fabian Ruiz. Jim, oh, what a mistake! Here's a chance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Kubasi. Pedri. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. No way through. Now it's Mbappe. Good chance here! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Cucurella going vertical. And now they can sprint. Goes for the shot! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Fabian Ruiz. And it's Doué. Dink through. Now it's Mbappe! Goal, France!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
but pour l'équipe de France après 12 minutes de jeu par le numéro 10.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Great defending, strong and determined. Spread to the right. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. That's a nicely shaped ball. Pedri. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Upamecano. Olise. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Doué. Played out towards the right wing. And he's quick to return it. Played with speed from back to front. Hernandez. Dembele. And here's Mbappe. He's going for goal!
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
This is their second corner of the game.
Fabian Ruiz is there, and he can get that clear.
And Cucurella. Now it's Mbappe.
And there's the shot! Oh, he's hit the bar!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And it's Rabiot. Pedri. Kubasi. And he's opted for the long pass.
Fabian Ruiz.
And it's Pedri. Not the most accurate pass.
Ferran Torres.
Is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's got away.
Dembele. Here's Tchouaméni.
Rabiot.
Oh, easy pickings there. For Olise. Now it's Mbappe. It's a pretty loose pass.
Fabian Ruiz. In with the challenge.
Now it's Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Olise
Gets flagged offside.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now, can they get him away? And he's managed to get free.
Skim.
Can he finish? And he hits the net.
Spain are all square.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
But pour l'équipe d'Espagne. Après 40 minutes de jeu par le numéro 21.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal...
Shot a goal! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Ferran Torres deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Tchouaméni. And it's Koundé for Olise. Tries to pass it through. Oh, it's Dembele. Olise. He's having a pop!
And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
France have their third corner. Spain are looking to go forward now.
Well, that is one way to stop him.
Knocks it into space. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, that's fabulous.
Spain have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do.
Played into space. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
France clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Ferran Torres. Plays it in low. Tries to get it clear. Plays a sharp little ball here. And it's Ruiz. Rabiot. Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Llorente. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Ferran Torres. He's had a shot!
Goal, Spain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Tries one from range. Oh, that was no routine save.
Dembele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, lovely bit of skill.
And here's Oyarzabal.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Fabian Ruiz spots it and intercepts. Pedri. Now it's Oyarzabal. Dembele. Searching pass he's played there. Pau Kubasi with the clearance. That's destined for the flank. And that was nowhere near his best. And it's Tchouaméni. driving through the middle.
Goes for a shot! It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Oyarzabal. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Mbappe, Llorente cuts it out. Rabiot scooting forward. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Dembele, Rodri promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's made its way to him.
He's having a shot!
And no, he had to, and yet he could not.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And the shot!
They've got to be quick to recover this. Llorente gets it clear. And it's Hernandez. Showing good feet.
Chance for a shot!
And the keeper couldn't hold it.
And that's a real chance missed.
Changement en cours.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Fabian Ruiz. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Now it's Doué. Great vision. Good ball, good take.
Doué! He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it!
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question, how long is there left, including stoppages?
Rodri.
Spain really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to...
He'll try from distance!
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Kubasi. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Yamal. Looking to play him in.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle.
France have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Well, how will we look back on that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans, everyone pumped. Takes me back.
So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We stand for the national anthem of France. Well, this is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, Peter, you can dress it up any way you like, but we all know what we're in for.
And there's no point trying to pretend otherwise. No disguising the edginess that's swirling around us here.
No, these teams only know one way to play each other.
It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, we're on the way.
It's us or them. Always has been, always will be.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his beautiful, beautiful passing.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. He's had a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
France really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Pedri. Can he get on?
Mbappe! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner.
Getting up there! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Ferran Torres just eases him off the ball. Dink through.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Knocks it into space. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. France have their second corner now. That's a decent clearance. And they've got a throw. Olise.
Rabiot.
And here's Mbappe. Shoots!
Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, no joy this time. And he's there to retrieve it. Dembele
is flagged offside.
Ferran Torres.
He's got away.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals.
Oh, good spread. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's managed to get free. Driving through the middle.
Shapes to shoot! Goal! France! That was a given. It always was.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
France are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Looking for a runner. And no, that was never going to make it. Pedri threads one in, and he's picked out the run. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Tries to play it through. Olise is onto this. And it's Dembele. He's going for goal! France get their 4th corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. Spain have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Gavi. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Shot could be... Chance!
Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real...
Tries a shot! Oh, off the bar! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Olise has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Laporte. Pedri. And he's intervened well there. Pedri is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, he's played it in low. Long ball looking to counter. France are looking to break at pace. He's having a hit! And he couldn't finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now it's Oyarzabal. Rabiot. Dembele. Dembele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Rodri. Pedri.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Rabiot. Dembele. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's heaved it away. Nicked it back promptly. Cucurella makes the interception. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
France clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. France firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. The second half is up and running. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, a delicate chip through. Spain can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, what has happened here? Cucurella. Tchouaméni, who's set up one goal so far. Pedri. Now it's Oyarzabal. That's a cute ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Rodri. Nicely spread. And that has put paid to that. Now, can they get him away? That is good strength. So 2-0 the scoreline. Takes a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
But pour l'équipe de France.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
France find a position of real strength now. This looks promising. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Llorente. Kubasi. Fabian Ruiz. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Pau Kubasi calmly anticipates. Now it's Mbappe. Pau Kubasi with a fine tackle.
France have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Fabian Ruiz. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Now it's Oyarzabal, distributed tidily. Upamecano. Dembele. Laporte cuts it out. And it's Ruiz.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Spain choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Oh, that's a key interception. Pedri. Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Goes looking wide. Just about up to 75 minutes. Ferran Torres. Chouameni and Hernandez short changes him with that pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Olise. Olise. Dembele. There's the shot! Fabian Ruiz. And it's Rabiot. And here's them, tries one from range! What a hit, the save was firm.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Now that's well seen too. That's a good ball out wide. Ferran Torres. Tries to pass, and a chance! Well, that is remarkable.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Changement en cours.
Spain have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal.
It's pretty much standard practice these days.
And here's Doué. Now he's got space here, and it's made its way to him.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Rodri is there to clear. And he's in on goal. He has a look up. Shot a goal! Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh, no, a quite unbelievable miss. Rodri. Kubasi. And it's Rodri. Fabian Ruiz. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's being urged to shoot. Goes for a shot!
And that's off target.
Grimaldo. Nico Williams. Played into space. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Pedri. And Grimaldo. And it's Pedri. And that's going wide left. Looking for options for movement. Mbappe. And the shot! And with that, the end. France pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means.